Hi everyone and welcome to your Thursday maths lesson. Hooray! We are back in the classroom tomorrow with live lessons. How fantastic. I'm sure me and Miss Buckley are really looking forward to that, and I'm sure that you are as well, grown-ups. We really do appreciate everything that you've done for us in supporting your children with home learning, and thank you for being so patient and working with us as we worked through the technology issues throughout the week. Okay, so today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be continuing with our work on addition and subtraction, and today we are not going to be recalling addition with number bonds to 10, but we are going to be doing it to 20, and we're going to be looking at how our number bonds to 10 can support us in finding our number bonds to 20. Okay, so as usual, we're going to start with some quick counting. So what I would like you to do is, again, you can refresh your understanding of the 2 times tables. You could get somebody to ask with you and you could write them down, or you could write them all in order, or whatever you want to do. If you want to listen to the song, you can go ahead and do that now. Okay, here's the big picture again. Let's think about some of the maths that you can see in this big picture. So pause video now, have a little think or have a little chat about the maths that you can see in this picture. Okay? Right, so your do now activity when you're completing your work is, I would like you, we're going to go back to that idea of even numbers now. I want you to think about the even numbers. Remember, use your 2 times table to help you, because we know that all of the numbers in the 2 times table are even numbers. So maybe that could help you with this activity. What we would like you to do is we would like you to circle all of the even numbers. So remember, if we're looking at 2-digit numbers, we need to look at the ones column to find out if it is odd or even, okay? So you can go ahead and do that now. Okay, so our key vocabulary for today, it's similar to yesterday, but let's have a go at using our star words. Number bond, part, whole, ones, and tens. Remember to use this throughout your maths lesson when you're explaining anything or writing anything down. Okay, or when you're proving your answers. Right, so your new learning for today, like I said, we are going to be using our number bonds to 10 to help us to find number bonds to 20. So what is a number bond? Okay, what I'd like you to do now is pause video and I'd like you to say out loud, what is a number bond? Okay, so a number bond is a pair of numbers. Can you say that? A number bond is a pair of numbers that go together and give a total when they're added together, okay? And that total becomes the whole number, doesn't it? Okay, let's look then at the number bonds to 10. We've got 0 and 10, 7 and 3, 5 and 5, 9 and 1. I'll keep clicking. There we go. Right. In fact, let's say our number bond song there. So 9 and 1 are number bonds, 8 and 2 are friends, 7 and 3, 6 and 4, 5 and 5 are twins. If you want to replay that, it's a really catchy song to get stuck in your brains to help you with your number bonds to 10. So if you want to pause video and have another listen and try to remember that little rhyme or that little song, then that would be perfect, because that will support you in always knowing your number bonds to 10. Okay? Right. Now, we can use our number bonds to 10 to help us find our number bonds to 20. Have a look at these two. In fact, this isn't a very good example because it's just adding to 0. And we know that whenever we add anything, whenever we add 0 to anything, the number remains the same. So the whole is the same, isn't it? Okay, let's have a look at this next one. Now, we've got a 9 and a 1 over there for our number bond to 10. And over here, we have a 19 and 1. Why not have a look at these now, pause video, and see if you can see anything that's the same and anything that's different from both of these part and whole models. Okay, so you'll notice that this number is the same, the whole is different, and these two parts are different as well. Now, the reason why I'm saying you can use your number 1 to 10 knowledge to find your number 1s to 20 is because if you cover up this 10 over here, you've got 9 and 1, and you know that 9 and 1 goes together to make 10. Fantastic. So if you look at the 1s in this side and you add it to the 1 over there, you'll know that that makes a 10, and then you can add your other 10, which makes 20. Let me show you using another example. So this time we're going to use the example 8 and 2. So we've got an 8 here and a 2 there to make the whole 10. Now over here, we know that one of them is going to be a teen number, and the other one is going to be the other part is going to be a 1. But let's see how we can use our teen number to help us find our number bond to 20. Now we've got 18 and 2. If we were to cover up the 1, we would have 8 and 2. So if we cover that up, can you see? We've got 8 and 2. And we know 8 and 2 goes together to make 10. And we add our other 10, and that makes 20. Okay? So that is how you find your number bonds to 20 by using your number bonds to 10. Now let's quickly refresh our understanding of commutative and inverse from yesterday. Remember, when something is commutative, it just means that you've swapped the parts around and you still get the same whole. And inverse means you take the whole number, you take away a part, and you'll end up with the other part as your answer. Okay? Now, we've really got to remember this because this is something that we're going to be using in today's main activity, okay? Now, in today's main activity, you are going to be finding your number bonds to 20. So you'll see Miss Thompson has done that first one for you. So I've used the 19 add 1 equals 20. And I've swapped it around commutatively to find 1 add 19 equals 20. So I've swapped those parts around and I still get the same whole. And I've also used the inverse operation where I've taken the whole number, I've taken a part away, and I'm left with the other part. Okay, so I want you to try to find other number bonds to 20 and you can write them as part-whole models, and then underneath you've got space to write all of the calculations. So you need to write it in the commutative, with the commutative law at the top, and then the inverse operation at the bottom there as well. Okay, so now also the best way to do this, I'm going to give you a top tip here, Thompson's top tip. The best way to do it is to work systematically. So here you found 19. So why don't you now try to find what 18 is, then 17, 16, 15. Have a little go at working systematically. It will really, really help you to work out the answer, okay? And at the bottom, there's just a space in your chili challenge to write what the word commutative is, okay? So you could either give me an example down there, you could write an equation which is commutative, or you could give me a little definition of what commutative means to you or how you would explain it. Okay, I hope that makes sense for you. Any problems, please just get in touch and we'll be able to help you out with that. And then also, just in preparation for our next lesson, I'd like you to have a look at this question here, and I would like you to tell me what's the same and what is different about these numbers here as well, okay? And this will prepare you for Friday's live lesson in the classroom where we'll be looking at number bonds to 100. Okay, thank you all for participating and engaging in your maths lesson today. I look forward to seeing your beautiful faces back in school tomorrow. And once again, thank you to all of the grown-ups at home for all of the support, and a huge well done to all children for really motivating yourself at home and completing all of the activities to a high standard. Myself and Mrs. Buckley have been overwhelmed by the amount of work that we've been receiving back and just how fantastic it's been as well. We've been really, really impressed with you. So please keep it up, and hopefully that will transpire into the classroom as well. And we will see you all tomorrow. Bye everyone.